Hello, how you doing? This is Zachary, yes, and I gotta talk about some subjects and a lot of things be going on in the news. Look at my lip. Shade worked out. Shade a little bit. This was some gel on this dog hair. I'm putting some spritz on to lay it down because I fell asleep many times. That Giddy and Ginny, whatever the dog on drug that I'm using to drink it, I'm taking now alone my Chacocan or whatever it's called. Due to my disorder, it's kind of making me sleep a lot. So sometimes I forget to put the wrapper on my head so it won't mess up my braids. So my braids don't look frizzy. You know, I don't like to look frizzy. Anyway, I have to go ahead and oh my goodness. Y'all have heard about Solange and Jay-Z. Wendy Williams seemed to be correct. I gotta say this because Wendy Williams is actually correct. She said, first I want to say before I go there, let me shout out to Miss Janet Jackson. Happy birthday, Miss Janet. That's my third love, either her or Madonna back in the 80s. First Donna Ross, Whitney Houston, and then either Janet or Madonna. But anyway, I want to shout out to my baby. I love Pleasure Principle back in the day and Control. When I was 17. See, I can relate to that song because when I turned 18 back in 97. So it was a couple years later, you know, because it came in 86, but 97, I was turning 18 that year. Anyway, and going to my senior year of high school in 98. Anyway, that's when she had that Velvet Rep album. It was very wild, too. Anyway, but I love Janet Jackson. I want to shout out to her. And I want to tell her on Twitter, happy birthday. My third love from the 80s. Okay? So either her or Madonna fight over the crown. I know they fought before, okay? But not for Madonna, Michael Jackson's death, you know, and it was his birthday that year. Yeah, when they had the VMAs after he had died in 2009. So he was 51 if he was alive. Anyway, today he'll be 56 in August. And then Madonna and Angela Bassett will be 56 as well on the 16th of August. Anyway, and me and Madonna share the same week of birthday. I'm not telling you my birthday. Okay. Anyway, so we both Leos. Her, me, and Angela Bassett, and you know Whitney. I love Whitney. My second love. And I will always love you. Yeah, she was on the 9th, so that means she's back. She been 50 last. She should be 51 and she was still living. Anyway, the 9th of August. Anyway, so I wanted to shout out to Miss Janet Jackson. If you're nasty, happy birthday. But during this past week, and today is the 18th. It's Sunday morning. I should be getting ready to go to mass in church in the morning. Oh Jesus. But I might go in the evening because I dress casual. I don't like to dress up. I hate dressing up, even though for church. Anyway, even if work was make me dress casual to work or business, more casual than business. I just because it's too hot in Houston, and I don't have a car, so of course I can deal with air conditioning, dressing all nice and prestigious. But if I'm in on the bus, waiting the bus, and it's cold or hot, I gotta dress what I gotta dress. Okay, so Jesus wants you to come over. I just don't want to look out, unclassy. No, not my pants hanging out. Anyway, going back to what I was saying is that so shout out to Miss Janet Jackson. Solange and Jay-Z have been fighting in the elevator this week. It was like a couple weeks ago, or probably the beginning of May, and they released it out this week. And Wendy Williams is correct. I have to agree with her. And I'm not trying to be a slanderer, okay? But as the public eye see, and as she put it out, it has something to do with Rebecca, who is Damon Dash wife, the one that people allegedly said so-called Illuminati had something to do with Leah's death. That's not true. It was Luis Anami Morales with cocaine in his body, and then a bunch of luggage namis, luggage on the plane. It was nothing to do with no doggone Illuminati. Ain't stop lying. Celebrities, please sue these false teachers and misinterpret the Bible. Thank God for St. Peter wrote in the scripture, people restore the scripture their own destruction. If I stay on my guard. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Anyway, point is, I had to say that Solange, well, they say that, that 910, and this was many ways was in New York, that Jay-Z, Domineering, they had the Rockefeller family, Charlie Rockefeller's thing going on, and they went dirt poor to rich, and the models for Rockefeller were side chicks. This before Beyonce got into the picture. They were side chicks. Any man of a side chick is a woman on the side. They got this chick they doing, fornicating, and then they got another chick doing fornicating. So, he's a player. Everybody believe that, Jay-Z out there in the game. The sex game. So, but what happened was they believed that Solange caught him flirting with Rebecca, or something was going on at that party. And Solange defended her sister, and Beyonce did not do nothing. Because, usually, and this is a younger sister, okay? And let me tell you, folks, we Houston, Texan folks, okay? We might be contrary, but we not stupid. Not all of us. Some are. I can't speak for those who are. But we're not stupid. When it comes to family, you got two people you get along with it. Your sister, your brother, your cousin who truly love you, not uncle that she love. I'm talking about uncle that she love you, not love you because you got money or you a certain status in the family that's being narcissistic and and you want to leech off or whatever. I'm not talking about that type of love. I'm talking about true love and you got each other's back. That girl spit on her. Now, don't condone spitting. The only time I kind of get a little different is when New York got spit on. And let me tell you the reason why. The girl was trying to bother the white chick. I ain't saying it because she a white woman, okay? If she was a black chick, she looked like Lupita, who just won the Academy Awards. I still stand her ground, okay? Stand with her. I'm not saying what Pumpkin, Coco Brooke, was right. But the girl can't fight. So this big old, trying to be a base chick, trying to be hood, one thing when Hoops tried to beat her up, she got scared like a dog on. And all the girls, Safari and what's her name, Kool-Aid chick, what's her name, Becky, white, Kool-Aid, white Kool-Aid, came and threw that dog on shoe at her and almost hit Lala. She got range, trying to act like she all the girls trying to beat her. What's the one that cried lie? I forgot her name, not the Asian chick. I forgot her name. She was the first one that left off the charm school girl. Well, my point is, I only understand, and sympathize with the reason why Brooke spit on Tiffany Pollard, New York, because the girl bothered her. Okay, had nothing to do with white. Remember when they were doing all the the previews of the show before the show was aired, and they went to their hometowns, and all them sisters came up and supported Brooke. Okay, and because she white. No doubt. The girls cannot fight. So what the defense you can do is speak to whoever. Throw a shoe, throw a pillow, whatever you can do. Okay? You gotta understand. Analyze. So going back to Solange spitting on Jay-Z, she saw something foul that Jay-Z did at the party. And Beyonce did not do nothing. She said, hey, that's my man. Don't do my man. They ain't put out each other's hair, weaves off and stuff. No, she stood there and just looked at her like crazy. But actually, she was standing up for her. So I had to understand. Remember, us Texan folks, when we truly have true favorite love, unconditional love. Not talking about because you my daddy, you my son, I own you. No. I'm talking about true family love that has to do with no money, no this and that color, and all the other stuff and all other stuff. I'm talking about true blood family love that's unconditional. No abuse involved. You gonna stand by that person. And that's what Beyonce did. And Solange left out mad trying to look pretty today. And she got that wig on her head. She's natural. She got a wig on her as a cap or 910. So it didn't fall off either. It was swinging, but it didn't fall off, okay? So, and she a Creole, okay? We crazy. I'm not trying to talk bad about us Creole folks, okay? But us crazy Frenchmen, dark one, light, brown, camel, whatever, cashew, kinky perm, whatever, we will get crazy if you fool with our family, okay? Or somebody we love. Somebody we can't understand and do us wrong, probably wouldn't care anyway. Anyway, that's why she this other else and didn't get it all because she no she had a little pretty, you know what I'm saying, for the party. And Solange didn't care. Anyway, and so going back, and I understand that people upset that Solange get tired called Beyonce's sister. Solange, get it over it, okay? For example, let me sing something. When Michael Jackson's came out, everybody knew her, and Janet came in. Jan Jackson, Michael Jackson's sister. Even they say she tried to be like, which is kind of similar because they both wear black clothing back in the day, in the 80s. And then Jan Jackson lost that weight and she started wearing whatever. Okay, and that's when she got away from trying to be Michael Jackson's being stereotype. And Latoya, when she did her first album, when it was the second album was Jack Gordon, didn't sell, and she played with Playboy. She dressed all black too. All three of them got their nose done. Okay, so I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? Everybody called Michael Jackson's sister was people were saying they were the same person. Now anybody know the Jackson family know Michael and Latoya, none of them alike. Even before his skin started changing with the vitiligo and nose, surgery. They're not the same person. One's a female, one's a male, okay? And then Michael Jackson male and Latoya is a female. And Janet is a female, Michael is a male, was a male. Okay, so let's get that straight, okay? And if you knew the Jackson 5 fan picture, the last one in the family was Latoya, okay? So she always been light, very light. Rest of them was light brown, different shade. Michael Jackson was caramel, not dark skin. Kanye stopped trying to make everybody dark skin. Anyway, so point is, they were the same person. So, Miss Solange, understand that since your sister is a pop star, she's ahead of the game in the US. Yes, I know you got game outside, trying to do the NSYNC and Britney Spears move on. That's how they got famous and you guys went to Europe, okay? Back in the 90s. You trying to get the game up here. But we all know you as Solange, Beyonce's sister. That's your blood sister, okay? Not Kelly Rowland. That's her friend, okay? Rumor has it that that's her cousin on her daddy's side. Anyway, and I kind of believe that's true. On both, her daddy is related to her Kelly Rowland. That's a rumor going around saying that. Okay, so that's why they took care of her. Okay, so anyway, I'm just saying that's what hearsay. I heard through the grapevine all these years doing Survivor and before Survivor. Okay, anyway, going back to the situation. So everybody know Beyonce to get over it. Janet got over it, been called Michael Jackson's sister. Remember the other brothers? Chris left. Even Rebe, the first child, right? Or Jackie, one of them did one album, and that's it. And she went back to Jehovah's Witness religion. All rest of them Jacksons left, including Michael. They kicked him out for grabbing his crutch into that doggone what's it called? A thriller movie. Thriller sound, not soundtrack. Thriller. I was eighth. It was A3. Yeah. So I was A2, so I was like 3, 2, 4. Yeah, 4 years around that time. I used to be scared of that doggone video. My two older half brothers on my mama's side used to try to make me look at that song in the dark, and not like let's say they're 7 years old. And they said my dad, who's not their kids, because my dad on child was saying, "Man, be a man." He was a very macho, hyper masculine man. That's why I'm not like the person he is. Anyway, going back to the situation. Let's go back to another subject. What's been going on recently? Lil Kim just had a baby shower for her baby she got from her younger baby daddy, Mr. Papers, and she's almost 40. Because I did a video back in 2013 saying happy birthday, Lil Kim. Actually, the facts show that she was born. Let me make the mistake. She born 76. She's 10 years younger than Janet, by the way. So she's same age as Charles Jackson, and she's 2 years younger than my older sister, the first child on my mom's side. And so they'll make her this year. They'll make her. What that make her? Okay. My sister will be 40 this year after Christmas. So, they'll make her 38 in the July of 11th, okay? So, I made a mistake. I mean, she turned 37 last year. Okay, and let's say, is she born 74? We know records show that she was born 76. Anyway, so she almost 40 years old and she's going to have this child in 2 years, okay? And like I'll be 40 in 5 years. Anyway, the point is, Lil Kim is having his birthday, and they asked TMZ asked Faith Evans, what she think about? She said she wish she over, but everybody was asking about Lil Kim and Biggie's baby. TMZ, put me on your doggone manager list. I know a lot about the entertainment because I follow this all my life. Everybody said, why you can't do all those other things? And you were about to, because I always want to be an entertainer, a celebrity. I didn't want to be working 9 to 5. I do it if I have to. 8 to 5 actually. But I want to be the limelight. That's why I got on this website Zacarias. Okay? I'm almost 45 and still trying to kick in the business. Y'all forgot about me? Remember, Lil Kim aborted her baby that she had with Biggie. Y'all forgot about that? I think they mentioned it when the dark-skinned girl, she very beautiful. The one that played, wanted to be in 3LW before they came to Cheetah Girls. The one that did the scandal between her and the other two girls, the light-skinned chick and the Hispanic chick that was in the group. Tori. When she left 3LW, okay, and she left the limelight, and they made the Biggie film in 2006. It came in 2008. 2009 it came out. So that meant after she left the group in 2003, and we didn't hear her for all these years, and she played Lil Kim. Y'all don't remember when remember, I think she played her, and I think she mentioned she aborted the baby because she was his mistress. Now, Lil Kim was upset with Viola Wallace, Christopher Wallace, which is aka Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. mama. Okay? One thing I didn't understand, if they're going to pick Angela Bassett, and I'm not trying to bring up color, okay? She wasn't dark skinned, but the point is, if she going to play Wallace, Miss Wallace, why not have a Jamaican accent? You cannot put American black woman to play a Jamaican woman with American black accent. It didn't make no sense at all. You made him look like a black American. There was now no Caribbean connection. Remember, Mr. Wallace and Miss Wallace were Jamaicans, not African Americans from the U.S. They were African Americans from Jamaica. Get that straight, okay? She was. So here's, and I'm saying, a person who is African American said cannot play an Afro-Caribbean woman. But if I'm going to play an Afro-Caribbean person, I got to have the accent. Okay? Thank you. Please, don't try to say, I come to the States with an American accent, especially with a Southern accent. I can't say that. I came to the States for this, Christopher. If I was playing his father, if it was the other situation around, it wasn't the mother talking, and I'm coming from Texas with this accent, that's why they have voice coaches. Lord have mercy. The movie was kind of good, but like Lil Kim said, stuff that was said about her was not true. She wasn't mad about only a dark-skinned woman playing her that's darker than she is, but she was mad at how she was portrayed in the film, and they didn't give her no indication how big a relationship went through. The truth was she was working for Bloomingdale's before she met him, okay? Remember, Lil Kim was young. So this was 96 when she turned 20. Okay, she came out with what's that song? The first album, everybody like, dang, she was very nasty in her with no time for fake ones. Dog it. Now I forgot I haven't been telling about Ginkgo Biloba since I was been broke, and I got paid since I worked at the at the arena last 12 it says Sunday. So Sunday week before last for the OTC. Yeah, that was me with my hair slicked down because I didn't have no money to get my hair braided. Anyway, so in what was No Time was on the album. Not Tonight without Left Eye and all and Missy and Edge Martinez was on the original version. Not Tonight, and which became Last Night on the soundtrack with what's that white guy and Martin Lawrence, and then Not out of control. What was the? Wait a minute. Anyway, she aborted the baby when remember two mistresses was involved. You know, Biggie was going around with Charlie Baltimore. Biggie was, you know, not just on dating that white woman that what's her name, the half Italian and half black, very beautiful, Faith Evans got involved. Remember, and I mean, it's true. The only wife, the girlfriend that he had that was, you know, and not to bring color, Biggie, Lil Kim mentioned that he liked lighter skinned women. Lil Kim Cameron, he had his two high yellows, Faith Evans, who married him, and then he was going with Charlie Baltimore, which they did not mention in the film. So, but she aborted that baby. Okay, so TMZ, y'all. So y'all need to get y'all facts straight. You gonna say, well, what about Biggie and Lil Kim? I mean, Lil Kim, it could have been a good couple because they was in an adulterous relationship. Remember, she loved him, but she was a side chick. Just like Charlie. Just like the white woman that called the hotel that room service and Faith Evans beat up. Okay? Remember, Biggie was adulterous. No offense. I like Biggie as an artist. I admired him. I was upset when he was set up to be killed in LA. Okay, like Tupac was. But he was fooling around just like Tupac. They had side chicks. Industry checks. And I don't think if I can find proof and evidence Aaliyah was, I wouldn't agree. I mean, she seemed to be more virtuous. And we don't know her business, only God does. Okay, so people can shut up. What else was going on recently? Going on lately. Oh Lord, I got 20 minutes on this film. Now I've been trying to talk about. Besides Beyonce, Lil Kim issue, oh my God. I want to talk about some issues going on as well. And don't forget, y'all, don't forget to buy your tickets for the Puro Tejano Fest. I'm going to try to go. I need a trustworthy friend. Or someone I can get trustworthy. No fakers. No backstabbers. Someone trustful for the corazón, from the heart, and the alma, the soul. Corazón means heart, and alma means soul or spirit. Who can take me to things like, and let me get, please, I need, because I'm going to dress with huaraches, with some short, with my Zacarias Cholo shirt. Should or either wear the black white Veta that I bought from Kmart back in 2004 with my Job Corps. And then across from Job Corps, we had those little vouchers. You cannot buy something that wasn't job related, so it had to be some dress shirts and slacks, shoes, socks, whatever. And I remember La Negrita. It's a store called La Negrita. We used to go to the store downtown and buy the khaki pants, for work. But people got stay. We wore khaki pants at Job Corps, and it was dinky khaki pants, and they gave it to people game related. So when folks were buying on Cholos, Cortez, and those shirts, they was dressy that the Cholos and Pachucos wore back and then. They like, we can't have none of it on our list. So Kmart, Target, Walmart. It's so funny. Walmart supply those boots, those steel-toe boots, and when they didn't want to get no half price, take Job Corps' money. Stupid. Anyway, point is, I'm debating. Do you think should I wear the tight? Because I was at Melrose here in Houston. Those cowboy pants. Because I gained some weight and lost some due to the fact that I was diabetic. Not bad. Oh Lord have mercy. Diabetic. I'm not diabetic. Please Jesus, don't let me diabetic. Please Jesus, don't let me diabetic. And I knew to eat last week, so I'm about to make cake tomorrow. I'm gonna make it tonight, but I'm tired right now. I just wanted to ram on here on this film. I'm debating. Should I dress kicker, as we call back in the east side of Houston, in Harris County? Kicker means Western clothes. I got the cowboy hat, got the belt buckle. Okay, I got Western short sleeve shirt. It's white. in blue, and I had the blue jeans that people thought were wearing skinny jeans. It's not skinny jeans. These are Western cowboy jeans at Melrose. African lady who's very nice had the leadway, and I paid my leadway, and I bought them. And I was going to wear to the Honda vest and humble. I'm thank the Lord that somebody took my advice. I don't know, it was on either Twitter or Facebook or one of these. They need to have the full Honda vest. Now I'm upset. And I'm going to say this. And everybody said, well, you're not Mexicano. Excuse me, I don't care. You want my money? You want my ticket? Remember, money talks. Worry about green. Don't worry about color of skin. That's one thing MC Hammer, that's what I'm going to talking to my friends about. That why he got broke. Couple things. He wasn't making no money because the gangster rap industry took over that party positive rap, okay? And he didn't want to talk about killing brothers and calling women B's and H's, okay? Then two, white folk were coming to his, hey, I don't care who called about concerts as an artist. As long as you give me the money, I'm here to party for you. You're here to come in my concerts in here. So anybody who's using ethnocentric trash, white folks know this. Color of green matters. Skin color doesn't. That's why you see why Donald Sterling, that's on top of, hold up, Donald Sterling was crying. He didn't cry about he got caught using those racial slurs with a black skin chick. He got caught using the racial slurs, they lost his money. Yeah, he's a billionaire, but remember, you can be rich all you want and be wealthy, but when you lose those papers and more of it and don't invest, you lose. Why? MC Hammer lost his money. Nobody want Funky Head Hunter on the doggone Death Row record label. They want to hear their gangster stuff, okay, back in the day. And then you had the industry and prison people making money off of it in order to get black and brown youth and mixed youth and Asian and American youth involved in the prison system. Yes, it was a propaganda. A mind control their own choice. You saw more people who look like you, gangster, but as a meaning that they wasn't, because I love seeing my brothers in Latino men of color, in positive image. So don't get that straight. We was teenagers. We like the rebellious stuff. You know that it was like a Woodstock peak. You remember Woodstock was about rebelling against authority, rock and roll. Well, I didn't want to have sex. Lord forgive me. But I didn't do drugs, because I knew drugs would mess your behind up. Okay? So, in the cell, they would put you in jail. Here in Texas, they hang you for that. Well, you know how to be, they got a different lynching. They push you in jail for many years. You can't get a doggone job after you get it out of jail. And I don't want to be, folks call me gay. First of all, I don't want no man's dingling in my doggone butthole. And second of all, I don't be sticking in someone else's. That's sick. Ugh. I'm not a fly young red who seen throw the boy PSY and licking like Eminem. That's gross. Ew. I ain't want to do no chick. No. Then too, let me get this straight. I'm celibate right now, and I'm a chaste person. And if I do get married, and I want to have sex, and with my wife, and I thought about doing the oral thing back in the day, I was like, I can't wait to lick that thing. And guess what? As a former janitor, and I'm going to mention this, one of the places in Midtown I used to work for as a janitor, I had to clean the women's restroom, and I saw all them doggone pads, maxi pads and tampons. I said, ooh. And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know. I probably just do the natural thing. That's it. The intercourse. That's it. Okay. Just keep like that. Do the drunken love. You know what I'm saying? Maybe whatever. I don't suck the breasts and all that other stuff. They're probably, but I'm not gonna probably go downtown. And I probably will not make my wife go downtown, because come on, I don't want to kiss nobody who, just like I said, I love Lil Kim, but when I heard her talk about sucking down there and the cum, and I heard a rumor. And I love Lil Kim. I love Lil Kim not because of nasty stuff she do. I love Lil Kim because she stand up for herself. Regardless, she get her nose job or not, regardless of who she did with, she not gonna let nobody bash her. She's a queen bee. If I love the song Shut Up B. You know what I'm talking about on her Naked Truth album? Hardcore was the album. That was called Hardcore. Yeah, the first album she made. And then she aborted around at that time before then, the baby. But I love Lil Kim because Lil Kim, she stand up for herself. She's not going to sit here and allow people to bash her. She bashed them back. She got that from the first woman who was nasty on the industry, way before Madonna was nasty, and way before, and Vandy was trying to be clean and nasty. Vandy 6, she's a preacher now. Okay, Miss Denise Matthew Smith, nasty girl, and the Apollonia, the Hispanic girl who's part Italian, took over. Then the first mulatto, part black and part German, was in Vandy 6, and then became Apollonia 6. That's who took Vandy's role in Purple Rain. And it was the first. Well, I can't say the first of. They had Angela and Amos. That was the movie in the 70s, and she's part Afro-Hispanic, but she's not African American. She's a Hispanic. If you saw her walking the street, you think she was a Mexican, but she's Puerto Rican and Cuban. Arincada. She the one that played one of the Sparkle chicks. That was with Loretta McKee. Yeah. Okay. Loretta McKee was one who played Sparkle. In Sparkle, she played Sparkle. She played one of the girls in Sparkle. The one that, okay, anybody understand? Before we seen the woman who Leah Post had played, and before we knew Leah, before we knew Jordan Sparks and the other chicks that played in the movie, Whitney was a little girl around the time. Well, she was a teenager at the time when Sparkle came in the 70s, and then we had the camera skin. He was a little lighter than I am, but he had the light eyes with straighter hair. Who played a sidekick with Don Johnson? Phil Michael Thomas was the manager. Okay, he played it. Okay, he had hair. His hair was straighter than him. Okay, and it was more curly. Back in the day, it was a little longer. And you think he had a perm, but that's his natural hair texture. And he was one of the friends. Remember, Arincada was the one who was singing in church when one of them had died or something. I forgot. In Sparkle. Arincada is Latina, okay, but she's Puerto Rican, and I think one of her dad is Afro-Cuban, and her mom is Puerto Rican. So her dad looked black with mixed background, because Cubans are very mixed, and her mother is an Afro-Hispanic, Afro-Mestiza, who don't look that black, okay, so that's why she don't look all that black, but she got some features here and there. But she played in Amos and Angela, okay. Well, that was like a Hispanic and black couple, because Amos, whatever the guy Andrew, whatever his name, Andrew or Andre, whatever the guy of the movie back in the 70s, he was African American, she was Hispanic, Puerto Rican in the movie. She also played Coco, okay, in Fame. She also played What a Feeling in the movie Flashdance with the mixed chick. I don't like her in Elro. What's her name? Jennifer Beals, okay? That's why everybody got them curly pearls and Jerry curls. Yes, Well, Jerry curls are already out, but the curly pearl for those, especially white people, no offense, and those black people who don't have no curl, who mixed race. We got the straight, because like my great grandfather, if he wanted to get the curl, if he was still living, he got a curly pearl because he had naturally straight. He was dark skinned, you know what I'm saying? My great grandfather on my paternal grandmother's side, her dad, but Hispanic folks who have naturally straight hair, they want to get curl their hair, that was a permanent wave, that was a curly perm. So they want to get that Jennifer Beals look, that's her natural curly hair. So curly perms, the permanent wave and Jerry curls was big at the time in the 80s. But point is, Irene Carter, was, and the people got to think before Selena. Okay, Celia Cruz, he had Celia Cruz, okay, before Gloria Estefan, you had Celia Cruz. Before Mariah Carey, she's part Venezuelan. You had Lola Falana. She's part Cuban, part Afro-Cuban. And she's part African American. You had you know, even Imitation Life, the woman who played Sarah Jane, she's part Mexican and part white Jewish. You had many Latinos who was not recognized because either classified either black or white. Okay, you had Delta Daniels who part Mexican. Okay, so let's get straight. Point is, Apollonia from Apollonia 6, who took Vandy's place, who actually took Vandy's part as Dolly and Nikki in the movie Purple Rain, is part Mexican and part Italian. Okay, so and then you remember you had Expose. They had the Spanish chick. She's not Puerto Rican. She's Mexicana. The chick in there, she was fine. Other than big nose, wide nose, and big lips. Okay, I guess everybody thought she was Puerto Rican. Okay, but no, she's her name's Jurado. Okay, her name Jurado. I forgot her name. She also was in the movie Mi Familia as well. Okay, I forgot her name's Jurado, means juror in Spanish. But she's an expose, and everybody, I guess that's because she's in Miami, because the two white chicks, the Italian and the blonde chick, was in Miami, and she moved to Miami, and she's from California. Jeanette Jurado, that was her name. Okay, but remember, there was many Latinos. You had, you know, Lisa. You know, and you had Gloria Estefan later on Selena, okay? But you had many Latinas in the industry, okay? And so Apollonia Cotero, because she's part Italian, Patricia Cotero, she was in the movie. So y'all gotta understand that they had a black and Hispanic, because you know Prince is part black and part Italian, and it was so funny. Apollonia is part black and part Mexican, part Mexican and part Italian. So you know, and Vandy's part German, part African, Canadian, of course, American by citizenship. So, but before they had Afro Canadians. Okay, come on, Rock is not the only one. Okay, okay, Deborah Cox not the only one either. Okay, so point is, The Rock done Wayne Johnson's dad's African Canadian. He's one of the descendants from the slaves, you know, with Harriet Tubman. Okay, his dad is. Okay, you know, he's mixed with someone else as well. His different complexion as well. But point is, you had stories, and I'm glad no race was mentioned in the movie, like just like the bodyguard of Whitney Houston, and who's mixed race as well. And so it's Kevin Costner's part Native American, Whitney Houston Dutch, Native American, and Scottish, and black was, okay, because she passed away. So you have to understand that they had people in industry as well that was racially mixed. And you had Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, she's part Mexican. Linda Rostar, I can't say her name, she's part German, part Mexican. And I remember the Mexican American man who told me, in El Paso, who worked at Job Corps, told me that when she sang the song, I got one of the famous songs. One of my Mexican American friends, Latino friends, excuse me, in high school, she sang a song for the Multicultural Fair we had in 97, right? And so I forgot what that song is, and she sang it real with a accent. But remember, Linda Rostar, whatever her name is, she's part white, non-Hispanic, okay, heritage, and many Mexican people say she can sing it with an accent. Okay, when you sing in Spanish, like for example, you know, like the song Te Amo, as she used to pronounce it, from Rihanna, because I like what it meant when I saw the video. I like straight women, no offense to any lesbian, bisexual, but you don't say Te Amo, Te Amo. And I'm going to allow Hispanics to practice the accents like I say. So I want to say por favor, I say por favor. Okay? So that's the difference. So that's why a lot of people didn't like her singing. And she stuck to country music. And Blue Bayou, everyone she wanted to sell Linda Rostar's head sing, Rostar, whatever her name is. So Linda Carter, you have many Latinas in the industry. So I mean, I gotta understand, do your research, okay? Please. You have Rita Moreno. She wasn't a singer until later on, but you had Celia Cruz, you had La Lupe Leoli. She's the first Latin soul queen before J-Lo came in, as she did Selena. She wanted to sing. She said, and people I was saying, she did say she wanted to sing before the movie Selena, but it inspired her as a Latina, since Selena was a Latina, was a Mexican American, Hispanic, And so she was too. She's Puerto Rican. Talking about Jennifer Lopez. And so she did the movie, and next thing she wanted to inspire her to sing. She did musicals before she did Selena. Okay, so she had a background, and then she did her movie. She did Dancing Fly Girl. She was Janet Jackson's dancers and stuff. She played in South Central. So I mean, she had a lot of talent. I think she just got a Academy Award for playing Selena. She should have. She should have. Okay. She did good work. I didn't care if she was not Mexican. She's Latina. She's Hispanic. Would you want a white woman playing Selena? With dark hair? Sandra Bullock? Come on now. Be thankful. Anyway, but my point is there was always some movies before Purple Rain and before Our Family Wedding. Before, Rosie Perez and Do the Right Thing, she had the real black, dark-skinned child. Rosie Perez is Afro. It's Puerto Rican, but they're not. She put an Afro mestizo because they had natives in their mixture. Not all Tianos were dead. The men mostly. Women were raped or either had sexual by choice with Spaniards or married a Spaniard in the Caribbean. The Arawak women as well. Okay, that's how. I mean, a lot of people do their research because the Spaniards denied the Native Americans was existed so they can bring more colonization in those islands. Okay, that's the whole reason why they said that all the niggas were dead. What it actually meant that all the pure ones didn't exist. A lot of mixed ones assimilated in the mulatto culture, just like the Afro mestizos assimilated in the mulattoes and the Spartos in Mexico and other Coco mestizo identity countries, like assimilate in their mixture. That's why you can't hardly see them, but you see it in their physique, like lips big and all that other stuff. Come on now, look real detailed. But I mean, bring up a history story. I just want to tell the truth, and I want to let everybody know I like the fact that that Patricia Cordero Apollonia, did the role in Dolly Nikki. And but point is that Prince now sporting an afro. I gotta tell you that. Prince is sporting an afro. Yes. I told y'all he had a perm. I told y'all. Y'all didn't believe me. Y'all thought because he was fair skin, he had straight hair. Please, you people of Negro American ancestry, stop assuming that someone with fair skin or lighter shade always have a non-kinky hair texture, Afro hair texture. Well, I mean, non-stringy curly hair. It's the same cosmetology. I don't use the word. I don't like the word use nappy. That's a racist word. Now they want to know why the Don Amos used the word nappy-headed hoe. He was trying to be offensive. Besides the word hoe, he said nappy-headed. Okay? And that's why one thing I didn't like about happy to be nappy. Okay, I should say happy to be nigger. A nigga. Come on now. Stop using offensive words. And also, once somebody, I put on my Instagram of a guy almost a little bit my shade. And he said, I'm not black, I'm half white, I'm mulatto. And I put mulatto pride. Can I please answer to the system? To all the respect to my mulatto sister, biracial or mixed race sister who have European and African background. And I mentioned the number 2 definition of mulatto means black and white ancestry. That's partially me besides Native American. And I mentioned that in the mulatto pride. And she says, well, that mulatto means mule because the white folks were trying to be offensive. When a mule and a donkey intermix in the breed, they come out with a mule. A donkey and a horse, right? In the breed. And they were talking about mulatto. But let me explain what the word mulatto actually came from, an Arabic word. And I couldn't tell her in detail because it'll take a whole page. The Murad, Mulara, whatever the Arabic word in Spain. I remember Spain was dominated by Afro, Muslims, the Moors. That's why Moreno comes from the word dark. Because when I say yo soy moreno for black instead of saying negro because it's offensive in the United States. I know in Latin America it's a different story. darker, and I was, well, you say dark skin. I'm talking about in general. I ain't talking about dark skin as an African American descent. Okay? Dark, because morenos. Moors were dark. So in Spanish, they call them morenos. So anytime a person with color, a tan, to West's night color in Hispanic culture, they refer to them as dark. It's different from an African American standpoint. One thing why Tommy always think, now I know what the reason why Tommy something most things everybody who have a color skin tone is a dark skin compared to those who fair skin or fair. And I'm going to educate Mr. Thomas. We don't live in Hispanic culture in an African American community because we're mixed race. We're not pure African American. We are mulattoes. No matter how dark we are. San Martin de Porres was dark skinned. Yes, San Martin de Porres. He was an Afro Hispanic saint, Catholic Christian saint. He was colonized. He did the Christ work in Peru. His mother was from Panama. And I had two stories. She either was a slave or she was a free woman. She had a sexual relationship with a Spaniard that was not married to him. And out of wedlock, he got, and so in the Spaniard, his father, who was the white man, denied him for being dark skinned. Now I ain't talking about somebody that's cameo compared. He was dark, like Wesley Snipes, kinky hair and all. And I remember reading some reports that the white father, just like in what's that movie? Well, Tyler Perry movie, with Angela Bassett, Meet the Browns. Remember when Lance Gross became a basketball? His father came in. Was anything when he became popular? And I know that it was a different scenario in the movie Meet the Browns, but San Martin, what the heck? San Martin de Porres, what he did forgive him and accept him with open arms. Because his dad did not like the fact he came out lighter shade, he came out a bigger, exotic looking. He came out looking straight like a black person. So people don't understand the dark. It makes people can look dark. And one person on YouTube, and I did not say this person, I said I agree with the person. They said that it's not every person. They have dark skinned people. One couple of my souls of my family tree and family roots. Those are alive as well. Because remember, I share the same seed, the ancestry, as me and my relatives, and some come out dark like Tommy and like Wesley Snipes. And we share the same mixed background. So you can't say, well, they not mixed, they look black. Well, excuse me, they have a DNA that can make their child look lighter than them. Hello, my grandfather was darker than me on my dad's side. Okay? My grandfather was darker than me. The dark skin. My dad's a little darker than me. And then my grandmother's a little dark. She's not dark skin, but she's brown skin, like the mahogany color. A natural brown, a solid brown complexion. She's, and you can see my skin tone's a little light. Yeah, you're right. So, and my cousin, my first cousin on my dad's side, is he been the son to know, you can tell. But back when you see our pictures, when we was younger, growing up, you see we was very lighter. So, but my grandfather, my one who the English side comes from, the Choctaw side comes from, one with the thin lips and the nose not too wide. And actually, I noticed that my nose is wide, but it's not extremely like how like the Michael Jackson nose. It is like that. But remember, Patti LaBelle got surgery, and she said it. And Oprah Winfrey said they will try to get a pen. Okay, but it's have a straight point to the end. I remember a woman told me your nose is not that wide, not too wide. So okay, I got big lips. They came from my mother. Mother's my complexion. My grandfather, who's dark skinned, my paternal grandfather. But there's white side on my mother's side as well, and you need to. But the point is, what I'm trying to make is that I wanted to point it out there, and I wanted to put the second definition, because the first definition means a first generational mulatto, a person white parent and black parent. But in my case, which is a second generation, defines me partially. I didn't say I was fully mulatto. That I'm partially mulatto because I have white and black ancestry. So I wanted to try to sister on Instagram. If you go to my Instagram page, please defend me. Mulat comes from, because the Arabic did intermix with a lot of African people. And Oh, Jesus. This is a blooper. Catching the cold. But at least I was decent to get a tissue. Put it in the trash can. Okay, I made it. Like I was in basketball. Okay. Good. Okay. But anyway. But you understand that, she bad kind of try to educate me, and I already knew about this argument. A lot of mixed race people, biracial, or quote biracial people, because not many of their parents are not fully black and white. They have other, like, especially Native American, if they come from America, United States, and if they have one parent from Africa, one parent from Europe, they got no Asian or no Arab mixing, then they can say they first generation mulatto, first generation biracial, whatever. They get offended when people, some of them, not all of them, because I have friends on Facebook and from all, people I met. Oh, I'm mulatto. So the reason why I put the picture up was to show pride of my mixed background. And I'm going to put another one that said that funny one. I'm going to put it on my Instagram. There's a picture that's going around saying that illegal immigration started in 1492, which I agree. Columbus was an illegal immigrant, so were the Spaniards, and so were the Pilgrims. And was it 1620? Yeah, I had to do research because we learned this in school, Mayflower, and I was very good in history because I always want to find a meaning was rewise everything was going today. First, the reason why I'm gonna tell people I don't need to be talking so much. I'm a very detailed person because even though I get tired, I want to hear summary, but when I hear something that doesn't give me all the answers, I research. Details are important to the topic because in order to get details, you gotta know what's going on. You can't leave anything out. If I was to investigate a case, I cannot leave anything out because even if it's gossip, it relates to the case. You see what I'm saying? So if folks don't like to hear, they want to summarize everything, get to the point, but we can't get to the point where everything's left out. I just long-winded sometimes, and forgive me, okay? But one case I'm gonna mention is that the many of the Arabic, especially because remember people are always trying to talk bad about the church and crusades. A lot of folks understand, like for example, you saw. Now I'm not saying the Islam people who in true Islam are Orthodox believe in slavery, but before the slave trade with the Europeans, they were Arabic slave trade, like it still goes on in Sudan, because they all go by their own. Anybody that's not Muslim, they will try to enslave. And anybody that leaves as an infidel, they'll kill them. While Michael X was killed because those Nation Islam who are not true Muslims, to they literally and actually try to kill them because they exposed the mess of Elijah Muhammad. Yes, and they talk about black people killing each other or whatever. Hypocrites. Point is, I wanted to say is that many, like some of them say, was raped in. I'm talking about slave trade in America. I'm talking about in Africa, amongst the Islamic groups. And like you see, the girls had recently, and I hope they bring the girl. Let me go back in my, and I did put it on Facebook. Please free the girls, and I do pray they find the girls. Nappy Ho. I don't say her name. That's her name. Nappy Ho A3. I'm subscribed. I don't know why she had an attitude to try to give her some legal help that I have access to. She says a host, not to say it's the host to get people's attention because they don't care about black women at all, and they're trying to get the oil from the Nigeria. So that was her argument on her video. So go to her, subscribe. I hate that. But I would not call myself the word nappy. I have kinky hair too, but still. Derogatory terms are used to make me unhuman. And mulatto does it because I'm going to tell people why I'm more arguing. Remember, mulatto was on the census, yes. And the one drop rule was not in the census yet to 1920. After 1920, they started marking anybody with one drop of black blood as black. Mulatto was not used to kill the term mulatto they use. They use them as negras, negroes, and nigger. Okay? And I'm going to say this. So anybody try to say the donkey, I don't see anything wrong with the mule. Actually, I like the mule. As long as it's not compared to a gorilla, it's okay. Okay? But, and one of the signs, the line that I represent, and I don't believe in horoscopes, because only God tells the future and what's going on in people's life. But the signs of a person, but and in my experience, has been truthful facts, because I act like, and I do act ambitious. I like to be a leader. I'm very creative, and I like to be in charge. I don't like nobody in charge of me. So that's true. Okay, when it comes to me, I know this now before I knew about the signs, zodiac signs. Okay, actually, it shows a lot of my character. So research of Leonarian, Leo, whatever you want to call it, and see exactly what you see in my character. Okay, it actually tells the truth. So I'm not saying God is a false. No, I'm just saying that when people start to say that stars tell the future, make it like a God-like character, that's when it's wrong. Okay, no star tells the future, only God does. But in my experience, people who are Taurus, my paternal grandmother Taurus, oh Lord, whew, Jesus. That's why. Okay. Okay. Cancers. Oh my God. First cousin. They're very moody people, even though I love Lil Kim. Okay, that's why Madonna is who she is. She like attention. That's why she did a lot of sex in her videos for attention. It's almost 60 minutes on my video, and I'm going to edit this. I'm going to cut this right now, and I'm going to make another video. So if you want to see the part 2 of my random thoughts today, look at it. I'm sorry to talk so much, but if it's worth your time, thanks for listening. And God bless to everybody, okay? Bye-bye. Have a nice day.